Telecasters are like the hard solo rock and roll music. It's funny.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without...
Hello My YouTube friends, Dog Warrior 1010 here, and as you guys can see, I now have an official starting screen. It's not like nightshades or anything like that. It's not like professional. It's pretty much just a background. But I have made an official starting stream. Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm gonna be doing reformatting my stream real quick, and then after that, gonna wait for a few more people to join, and then we will get right into this. Hope everybody's day is going well. Sorry, it's been over a month since the last stream. But today that changes. I just need to do some format for the stream. I need to do the thumbnail and then do the description real quick, and then we will get into it. Okay. Actually, yeah, let me also share this with some people on Discord real quick. But welcome everybody who is here to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So far it says there's only one person watching, which is me. But if anybody else is here, welcome to the stream. You know what, I'm just gonna put this in the no, not there. Where's the link set? Oh, there it is. Yep. There we go. There's that. Now I just gotta do the thumbnail and then the description. Where's that one group chat at? Oh, there it is. Hope everybody's day is going well. I'm excited to see who's gonna win the Chaos Cup for this season. Yes. Actually, you know what? I'll do the description after the stream, because I still have no idea what I want for it. I mean, other than like the nations and whatnot and the year, but I don't know what I actually want to put in the description. So I think I'll do that after stream. Okay, let me just change the thumbnail of this. Okay. Customize thumbnail. There we go. Thumbnail is done. Okay, we're just gonna wait a few minutes for some people to join because nobody is in here yet. So we'll just wait a few minutes. Actually, and you know what? Hold on. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look up something real quick, because if this is not copyrighted, I am so playing this for the stream. If it is, I might cry. Not literally. Plus I'm still waiting. Oh, it says 4 people are watching. Okay, why is my internet being so slow at the moment? Hello? Okay, can you load, please? I would greatly appreciate this. If you would load, I would greatly appreciate that so I can see chat. What was it called? It was this. Oh, golly, Ned. Okay, forgot that was that. YouTube, please don't copyright me. This is the song I was trying to check, see if it copyrighted. Accidentally clicked on the actual song I was trying to see what the name of it was. Can my stream actually load so I can see chat, please? Greatly appreciate that. Okay. Oh yeah, you can load YouTube just perfectly fine, but apparently you can't load my own stream, apparently. Yeah, because apparently that makes logical sense. Okay, nobody's in chat. And of course, the song is copyrighted. Of course, it flippin' is. Great, so YouTube might copyright my ass for the 1 second of me accidentally playing it. Okay. Let's wait a few minutes for people to come in. Sorry about me starting this a little later than I said in the community post. I was doing some things. Okay, I know this, however, ain't copyrighted, so I'm gonna play this for the whole stream. It's not what I wanted, but it's what we got. There we go. Oh, it's actually perfect. It says there are 2 messages in chat, but I only see my message. Just gonna wait for people to tune in. Actually, while we're doing that, I can go ahead and do... Okay, yeah, we're in the 12th season. 90%. Let me go check. I'm 90% sure we are in 12th season. Let's see. Yep, we are. Okay. Yep, I was right. Want to make sure. You know what? This music ain't bad. Do 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 do. How long are we into the stream? 19 minutes. I should have got things more properly set up, but I was a bit busy, which is why it took me a little longer to start than when I send the community post. But we are here now. Okay, we're just gonna wait for more people to tune in. Welcome, Izzy. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. How are you doing today, Izzy? Nice to see you. Just gonna wait on a couple more people. Yo, Izzy, see if Lavender can come into the stream if possible. I mean, I know I sent the link in the group chat, but if Lavender is able to come in, have her come in if she's able to. Because, I mean, her team is literally going to be playing against you, actually, right after this one against me and Wolf Gold. How fitting. Bro, I kind of want Nightshade to be here, but I don't know if he's going to be here. I'm good, just sleepy. That's good. Yeah, I woke up a little early today than normal. So I was pretty sleepy as well at first. We're gonna wait a couple of more minutes before we actually start this. Yep, and there's a commercial on my actual TV. I think the music's pretty good. Izzy and anybody else in chat, tell me if the music's okay. My setup isn't professional like Nightshades, but hey, I'm trying here with what I've got. My cat is harassing me. Your cat's always harassing you. Bro, I don't think your cat knows what personal space means. I genuinely don't think your cat knows what personal space means. Like, at all. He's sitting on my screen. Dang, that's a rip. Bro, imagine your cat sitting literally on your screen. Couldn't be me. I don't even have a cat anymore, sadly. I used to, but not anymore. I'm hiding under my blankets right now. Damn, that's crazy. And yet the cat still finds you. The blankets ain't saving you. The blankets ain't saving you, bruh. No blankets save you today. By the way, Lavender said she might join. Alright, sounds good. Alright, it's been 23 minutes. I think we've waited long enough. If more people join, more people join. We're going to go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to turn down the music. I think there is fine. Yeah, I think right there is fine for the music. I can hear the monster purring. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. First game we got for the new season is between the Chaotic Warriors Empire and Republic of Wolfgold. How fitting this is for these two to play against each other in the first season. How fitting. Yeah, the music is good. Alright, good. Let's see what prediction says. Oof! CWE wins over Wolfgold 28% to 18 with a draw being a 54% chance. I would rather it be a win versus a draw. I hate draws in these games, but we will see now. Bro, watch Nightshade not be here and like Palmacia goes on a crazy run. Okay, wow. Wow, prediction was crazy wrong. Wow, Wolfgold demolishes CWE 2-0. That is crazy. Wow, predictions could not have been more wrong. Okay, and speaking of, now we got your team versus Lavender versus Freya. Okay, that wowzer. We're only in one game into. What is happening? Why? Oh my. Brother, can we chill? Can we chill? We're just starting the season. Can we chill? First, a 2-0 win for Wolfgold, and then a 3-0 win for you. What is happening? Can we genuinely take a chill pill? My days. We're only 2 games into the stream. Okay, we got the Raccoon Empire versus Endland, so let's hope this one's a little better. Okay, no, it's not. No, it's... What? 4-0. Can these games keep getting worse? These games keep getting worse. These games keep genuinely getting worse. What in the world? What is happening? Again, what? Bro, what? That is crazy. Okay, we got the Union of Chaos versus Velmora. My gosh, can we have a tame game, please? My days. Okay, no, we can't, apparently. Okay, at least they've scored. But we still can't have a tame game. Velmora wins 3-1. My gosh, my brain hurts already, and we've only played 4 games. What is literally happening right now? Bruh. Okay, we got Matrix versus Foxland. I want to say things might go better, but this is Foxland we're talking about. 2-0. Yep, I'm not surprised. Okay, and it ends in 2-0. That's kind of crazy. So we've played 5 games, and 4 of them and ended in a 0 loss to somebody. That is crazy. Okay, we got the Lizard Confederation versus Protestant Federation. I'm not even going to look at predictions. That is wild. Okay, Lizard Confederation, what is happening? Okay, at least Protestant scored, but what is happening? Okay, these games are wild. I already need a Sprite break. Is that crazy? Okay, now we got Polynesia versus Wolves of Republic. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. And Polynesia loses 2-0 in Polynesia fashion. They're greedy or something. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, you're telling me they're greedy. Bro, every team out here is greedy. Like, what the heck? Oh, but this would be the game that would end in a draw. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay, now we got now we got Endoria versus jeez, my brain's having a brain fart. Yeah, I can't speak. Sindorius. What is with these games? Can we stop having? Why? Can we stop having? Oh my days! I can't even. Of all the streams I've done so far, no stream has made me hurt my poor brain more than this one. Already. And we're not even. We still got 3 more games. We literally still got 3 more games, bruh. And of course, a stupid ad. Nobody cares about your stupid ads. Okay. Let's see what prediction says. Dylan over Astral, 32%, 22%. I don't know who's gonna win. I want a Sprite right now. Okay, at least this game was exciting. It ends in a draw 2-2. You know, before I said I'd rather have a win than a draw, but I take that back. I don't mind these draws. Okay, now we got Maya versus Maine. Oh, dang, I should have shared the stream link with him. Gosh dang it. I forgot about Maine, to be honest. Okay, now it's 2-1. Okay, Maine, please don't score. Please don't. Okay, thank you. That one was a 1-score game. Shoo, man, Christmas. Okay. 44% chance for Wisco, while 15% chance for Wisville. Oof. Well, we'll see who wins this one. Yep. Okay, 2-0. Okay. Okay, that's wild. Okay. Alright, we're on to game 2. CWE versus Freya. Okay, can these next set of games be more kind, please? Okay, right now it's just a 0-0 game, and that's how it ends. I'll take that, actually. I will honestly take that. You gotta want it. Yeah, at least that game ended in the... Yeah, I mean... yeah, Whistville kind of got demolished. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus you. Okay. Up. Okay, yeah, now Wolf Gold is gonna win. I mean, the game is only halfway, but I mean, the way it's looking, Wolf Gold will win if... I can't... How does this make sense? Wolf Gold lost to me 2-0, and then she comes back winning 2-. This is why this is called Nations of Chaos, chat. This is why the series is called that. This is exactly why. Watch, Velmore is gonna be Endlands like 3-0 or something. You just watch. Oh, okay, never mind. Never freaking mind. I jinxed it. Damn, I jinxed Velmore. That's crazy. Okay, that game ended in a win for Endlands, 1-0. Now we got Raccoon Empire versus Union of Chaos. Let's go. Bruh, these games are crazy. Okay, Raccoon Empire up 1-0. And that's how the game ends. That's, honestly, I do not mind that. Okay, now we got Matrix versus the PF. I'll get my revenge next time, trust me. Makes sense. Okay, at least these two are having a close game, and it ends in a draw. I will take that. I've been ranting about draws for the last 3 streams, but I've changed my mind. Now we got Foxland versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, this one ends in a 0-0 draw. I will take it. Oh boy. Chat, I'm not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything. Paul Major playing against the defending champs. I'm not gonna say anything. Can Paul Major stop being allergic to winning? Can they just stop being allergic to winning? Bruh, Paul Major... Bruh, I've said this on Discord already, but Paul Major is the worst team in this league, and there's no team not even really that close. I predicted in one of Nightshade's streams that Paul Major would be a good team, and boy, have I jinxed that one. Okay, now we got Wolves Republic versus Hammer Gear. I'm actually glad that this song I'm playing isn't giving me any commercials. What is it with these games, bruh? What is it? Why did everybody decide, like, unanimously, everybody would just decide we're gonna do shutout games? What is it with these teams? I mean, Paul Major's an exception. They suck. We know this. But everybody else is crazy. Okay, Astral wins 2-1. I can't even freaking speak because of my brain being flabbergasted. Okay, we got Endoria versus Dylan. My brain hurts, bro. My brain literally hurts. And it's another 2-0 game. 3-0. Okay. Can somebody tell me why the world had woke up and unanimously decided we're doing shutout games? Can somebody tell me? Because I would love to know. Where was I when this happened? Okay, I was about to say if Whistville won that 2-0, I was about to say. But I came back to score 1 point. Okay, now we got Maine versus Wisco Dutch Empire. I can't, bro. I'm telling you, my brain hurts. Okay, let's sim. And out of all of these streams, out of all the craziest things that happen, no stream have made my brain hurt more than this one. At least these two ended in a 1-1 draw. Oh boy. Hey, Izzy. Looks like it's me and you time. Brother, please, for the mercy upon me, don't shut my ass. Don't give me a shutout, please. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, okay. It's a tie. You know what? It ends in a tie. I will gladly take it. I will gladly take that. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus Freya. Who's gonna win? Who freaking knows? 1-0. Okay, 1-1. Okay, it's another tie game. I will gladly take that. Okay, we got Endlands versus Union of Chaos. These games have been very chaotic. Okay, this one might end in a 0-0 draw, and it does. Okay, good. It's kind of crazy how my brain, from part 1 to part 3, had hated draws. And now, literally in a matter of like 5 games, my brain is like, draws are a good thing. Valmore wins against Raccoon Empire 2-1. Pardon me, chat. Jeez. Pardon me. Okay, we got Matrix versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, that one ended in a 1-0 win for Matrix. I will gladly take that. I mean, it's still a shutout, but I mean, it's 1 point. That's better than 2 and 3. Okay, we got Prost and Federation winning 36% to Foxland 20%. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet the PF would be the one that will win this game, and sure enough, right now it's 1-0. Never mind, it's 1-1. I had to go and frickin' say something, and it ends in a draw, 1-1. Which, again, I will gladly take a draw. And now we got Palmatia versus Hammer Gear. Eh boy. Yeah, boy. I'm not gonna say anything. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Palmatia and Hammer Gear tie 1-1. At least Palmatia didn't lose. I mean, that's good at least. I thought for a second that they were going to win, and then, of course, no, Hammer Gear scored a point. Wolves Republic loses 2-0. Can we stop with these shutout games, please? Can we stop with this? This is madness. This is literally madness. Okay, at least this... Well, it technically did end in a shutout. Dylan loses 1-0, which is still a shutout. It's better than 2. Okay, we got Andoria versus Astral. Okay, Andoria's up 1-0 against Astral. Can Astral make a response? No, they cannot. Astral will lose 1-0. Okay, now we got Maya versus Wisco Dutch Empire. I'm not even gonna look at the predictions, bruh. This season has been off to a chaotic start. And this game ends in a 0-0 draw. Okay, I'll honestly take that. Okay, we got Wistville versus Maine. Predictions say... Ooh, Wistville will win 35% over Maine 18%. We'll see, bruh. Okay, wow, 2-1. 3-1! Why does the world unanimously decide, let's just either do a shutout or pretty much a dominant game? Where was I? during this. Okay, now we got CWE versus Izzy. Versus Izzy's country. Let's see who wins this one. Last time it was a draw. Let's see if we can do the same thing. Izzy, if you are watching this, I am so sorry. What is with these shutout games, bruh? Izzy, I am so sorry if you just seen what happened. Okay, now we got Wolf Gold versus Freya. Let's see who wins this one or draws. Looks like it gotta be. Okay, Wolf Gold not being mean, that was a little uncalled for. To score, yeah, 1 point, 2 point. To score 3 points in literally like pretty much 10 seconds. That's a little uncalled for, Wolf Gold not being mean. That was a little uncalled for, especially to Freya. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Gonna join. What game is this? This game is known as Football Simulator. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Union of Chaos. You should be able to find it on the Google Store. You can create custom teams like I have or use actual real-life teams. And this game ends between Endlands and the Union of Chaos with a 0-0 draw. Okay, now we got Valmora versus Raccoon Empire. Raccoon Empire beats Valmora 2-0. I am no longer surprised. Okay, we got Matrix versus Lizard Confederation. At least this one's a 1-1 draw right now. Never mind. 2-1 Matrix. Up 2-2 Lizard Confederation. Okay, at least this one was intense and ended in a draw. Okay, we got Foxland versus Protestant Federation. Foxland is winning 1-0 since when? Wow, Foxland beats the PF 1-0. That's kind of surprising. Oh boy, we got Palmatia versus Hammer Gear. Oh boy. Oh boy, the worst team in the league. Here we go, chat. Oh my days, wow, that's crazy. Wow, Palmatia, a good valid effort, but still lost 3-2. Clap it up for Palmatia. Clap it up. Clap it up. That's actually some good effort. At least they tried. I mean, damn, it's so lost, but at least they tried. Yeah, let's go, Palmatia. They've not won a game yet, but damn, at least they gave good effort. Okay, this game with the Wolves Republic ends in a 1-1 draw. That was a genuine good effort by Palmatia, which doesn't happen very often. Dylan is losing, was 2-0, but now it's 2-1. 3-1, what in the actual world? Versus Sundoris. There we go, I think I've said their nation right. Okay, now we got Astro versus Andoria. Okay, these two are probably going to draw, it seems like. Yep, they draw 0-0. And we are only 2 more game day matches away from completing all games. In actual, like, matches-wise, we have probably, like, 20 more, like, 30 games to go. But days-wise, it's two away. Wisco leading Maya 1-0 right now, 2-0, 3-0. Oh my days! The world has decided to commit war crimes on the field. Why do these games always gotta end in a shutout, bruh? Okay, now we got Wisville versus Maine yet again. Okay, wow. Maine comes in at a last second thriller to win the game against Witsville 1-0. I'll let that one slide only because it was a last second thriller and not an actual shutout. Well, I mean, it was, but pretty much the whole game, the two were tied. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus CWE, aka Chaotic Warriors Empire. You guys can read. Wow, at least this game between me and Wolf Gold ends in a draw. That's nice. That's honestly nice. Because there sure has been a lot of shutout games as of lately. Okay, will this be another one? No, it will not. Okay, this one ends in a draw as well. That's nice. Doesn't hurt my brain so badly. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Endlands. You know what? After all these matches are done, I kind of want to go back and see how many shutouts there have been. Oh my day! Can we? I shouldn't have said nothing. I really should not have said nothing. Raccoon Empire beats Endlands 3-0. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we got Velmore versus Union of Chaos. Okay, 1-1. Not a shutout, which is good. 2-1. Union of Chaos. 3-1. Union of Chaos. So even not a shutout, it's still a dominant game by Union of Chaos. Bruh, this is kind of crazy. Okay, we got Matrix versus Foxland. These games have genuinely hurt my brain, bruh. Matrix was 1-0, but now it's 1-1. Game ends in a draw, 1-1. I will honestly take that. Okay, Protestant Federation versus Lizard Confederation. Lizard Confederation beats the Protestant Federation 2-0. Yet another shutout in the books, chat. Wolves Republic, 30% over 18%. Accurate. Yeah, I'm sorry, Palmatia, but you're probably going to lose. I say that, and then they're going to win. We'll see. Or it could okay, I was going to say end in the draw, but no. Finally, Palmatia gets their first win of the season. Took them long enough. Many Christmas. Took them like frickin' forever, but they finally got their first win. Okay, this game is very exciting. Oh my days, the defending champs have won 3-2. Pardon me, jeez. Okay, here we go. Andoria versus Sandoris. Okay, wow. Sandoris won 2-0 against Andoria. Dylan versus Astral. Let's see who wins this one. Looks like it's Astral at the moment. Okay, they win 1-0. Out of all the shutouts, this is probably the best shutout. The 1-0 shutouts are the best shutouts we have. Okay, we got Maine versus Maya. Oh my day. Bro, it's only been like 30 seconds. Can you chill? Again, why has every team chosen to do this? Why? We live in a cruel world, chat. Wisco Dutch Empire leading 1-0 against Westville. Okay, never mind. 2-1. Okay, at least this game was close. A 1-point difference. CWE versus Freya. Okay, CWE and Freya ended a 0-0 draw. I will honestly take that. Oh boy, let's see if Izzy can get her revenge. or if Wolf Gold will win again. Okay, 1-0, 2-0. All my days, 3-0. All my days. Wow. Vengeance. Izzy's country shutout. Wolf Gold 3-2. That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, Wolf Gold did it to her, so valid, but still crazy. Okay, we got Endlands versus Valmora. Who will win? Anybody will win. Okay, Valmora up 1-0. 2-0. And it ends 2-0 Valmora. Okay, gotta turn down the commercial. We're actually already almost done with these games. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Union of Chaos. One to nothing, Raccoon Empire. Okay, that's how the game ends. It's another shutout, but it's the lowest one we can get. Matrix versus Protestant Federation. Okay, Matrix up 1-0. It's another shutout, but again, it's the lowest type. Okay, we got Lizard Confederation versus Foxland. Okay, it's gonna. Oh my days! It's a 2-0 shutout. Okay, I know Palmatia. Speaking of, I know I said Palmatia is the worst team in this league, and nobody else comes close. But probably the second worst team in this league, I would probably say, is Foxland. But speaking of Palmatia, I'm just gonna let this one play out. We all probably know how it's going to end, but I'm still hopeful. 3, 2, 1. Okay, credit to Palmatia. At least they scored 1 point. At least it wasn't a shutout. Like all of these games have pretty much been. Okay, we got Hammer Gear versus Hammer Gear versus Wolves Republic. My brain freaking hurts, bruh. Okay, this game ends in a 1-1 draw. I will gladly take it. Okay, we got Sundoris versus Astral. Oh my days. Can you show mercy, please? Astral will lose to Sundoris 2-0. Yet again, another shutout game. Don't we love to see it? Not. Okay, we got Dylan versus Andoria. Okay, at least this game's a draw. Okay, never mind. Dylan will win 2-1. Okay, we got 2 more games. We got Maya versus Westville. And then after that, we got 1 more game. Okay, this one will end in a draw. Nobody has won this one. It's a 0-0 draw between Maya versus Westville. Okay, now we got Maine versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Last game of the groups. 2-0. Can we stop with the Can we stop, please? Okay, 3-1. At least Maine scored. Poor Maine. I am so sorry, Maine, but at least they've still made it as a group. Okay, let's look at all the groups. Group A. We got Wolf Gold, Izzy's Country, me, aka CWE. Group B, we got Raccoon Empire, Valmora, and Endlands. Group C, we got Matrix and Lizard Confederation. That is crazy. The PF did not make it out of the group. Group D, we got the defending champs, Wolves Republic, Communist Party of Hammer Gear, and of course, Palmatia ends at the bottom of the group, because of course they freaking do. Okay, Group E, we got Sandoris, Astral, Andoria, and Dylan at the bottom. That's kind of crazy. For Group F and the final group, we got Wisco Dutch Empire and Maine, with Maya and Westville being eliminated. Chat, look at all these shutout games. I mean, the majority of them are just kind of shutouts. I mean, that's crazy. I think by far this season has had the most shutout games out of any other season. I kind of want to sit here and count, but I mean, maybe nah, I'm not going to count, actually. Alright, let's head on to the knockout stages. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus CWE. Okay, this is going to be interesting, chat. Let's see who's going to win this one. Prediction says Wolf Gold 33%, CWE 21%. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. Ooh, CWE 1-0 right now. And that's how the game will end. Will the CWE go on to the next round? No, we have one more game to play. So this is a 2-game knockout. Okay, we got Valmore versus Wolves Republic. I can't remember if Wolves Republic and Wolf Gold have played against each other in the knockouts before. But it doesn't matter as Valmore will win 1-0, but we still got one more game. Oof. Matrix versus Endlands. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, this is a good one right here. Okay, we got Endlands up 1-0. Oh, 1-1. Oh, wow, that in the last second, too. So that game ends in a draw, so we will see who will go on for the second game. But right now we got Maine versus Honduras. Sim. Honduras up 1-0. Oh, never mind. Maine makes a response. Okay, this game too ends in a draw 1-1. Raccoon Empire versus Hammer Gear. Hammer Gear up 1-0. Can Raccoon Empire make a response? No, 2-0. Please don't be 3-0. Okay, good. Oh my days! Wow. Raccoon Empire pretty much scores they do score 2 consecutive points to draw the game. That's crazy, actually. Wow, GG to Raccoon Empire, and Izzy is destroying Lizard Confederate. Can we stop with the shutout games, please? Brother. Wow. That's crazy. Izzy wins 3-0 against the Lizard Confederation. And right now, Endora is being, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, wow, Endora still beats the defending champions 3-0. Or 3-1, I mean. Blah, blah, blah. Can't freaking speak. Wisco Dutch Empire versus Astral. Okay, wow. We got Astral winning 2-1 against the Wisco Dutch Empire. Okay, let's see who will go to the next round between the CWE and Wolf Gold. I think this is the farthest the CWE's ever gotten, I think. I don't think the CWE's ever been to a knockout round before. I could be wrong on that, but I'm just from what I remember. Oh, penalty shootouts. Damn, Wolf Gold will beat the CWE 4-2 in penalty shootouts, which means she will move on to the next round. Damn. Rip the CWE, chat. Rip the CWE, indeed. Now we got Valmore versus Wolves Republic. I was going to say, it would be kind of nice if we could see Wolf Gold versus Wolves Republic. Oh, we still might. Oh, and we do. Damn, Wolves Republic has beat Valmore 2-0, and because they've scored more points than in the first game, that means Wolves Republic will move on. Now we got Matrix versus Endlands. Whoever wins this game will move on, since the first time these two played, it was a draw. Okay, 1-1 each. 2-1, Endlands. 3-1. Oh my god. Bro, can we stop with these games, please? Endlands will move on to the next round. Now we got Maine versus Honduras. We are already 1 hour into the stream. Oh my god. Oh my. Wow, Honduras made a huge comeback, but it will not matter as Maine moves on 4-3. That is crazy. Okay, now we got Hammer Gear versus Raccoon Empire. That is crazy. Raccoon Empire winning 2-0, 3-0. Can we stop with the shutouts game, please? Okay, we cannot, apparently. Okay, Lizard Confederation has a chance to move on if they shut out Izzy like Izzy did to them. But if not, then more than likely Izzy will move on. And I don't... Nope, it is not enough. Izzy will move on because of the first win they had. Let's see how this game goes between Endoria versus the defending champs. Oh. Let's see who moves on after that win. Ooh. Endoria still moves on because they beat the defending champs in the first game 3-0. Despite them losing the second game 2-0. Okay, we got Astral versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Wisco Dutch Empire needs to score more points than they did in this first game. They have 1 point right now. 2 points. And they scored... Okay, so because of them beating Astral, they move on. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus Valmora. Okay, this is going to be an interesting game. That is for sure. Okay, this is a very exciting game so far. And it ends in a 2-2 draw between Wolf Gold and Valmora. Now we got Maine versus Endlands. Oh my day. Brother, I thought we could stop with these shutout games, bruh. Maine, can you score, please? 4-0. I'm flabbergasted, chat. Literally flabbergasted. Okay, we got Izzy versus Raccoon Empire. Okay, Izzy will win 1-0. Okay, we got Endoria versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Okay, it's right now a draw 1-1. That's how this game will end, so we will need another game. Speaking of, we got Wolf Gold versus Valmora. Valmora right now is winning 1-0, 2-0. I think, yep, Valmora will move on because of that win against Wolf Gold. That's crazy. Okay, Endlands, please don't shut out Maine like you did the first time, please. That would be very nice of you. Okay, Maine has scored 2 points, but so has Endlands. Oh my days! Wow, but it doesn't matter because Endlands will move on because of that first win they had. That is kind of crazy. That is genuinely insane. Okay, we got Izzy's Country versus Raccoon Empire. Let's go. Damn, Izzy will demolish Raccoon Empire 3-0. Another shutout game yet again. Okay, we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Endoria. Okay, Wisco Dutch Empire wins 1-0 against Endoria. Sorry, I was looking up something. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Valmora. 3, 2, 1, sim. Game will end in a draw, which means we will have to do one more game. But first, we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Izzy's Country. Alright, so Kazuya has won against Wisco Dutch Empire 2-0. Again, another shutout game. Can we stop with them, please? Okay, we got Endlands versus Valmora. Whoever wins this will go on to the final. So far, it looks like it'll be Endlands. I'm having deja vu. Okay, and Endlands will beat Valmora 2-0, which means they will go on to the final. Now we got Kazuya versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Okay, if Kazuya wins this game, I think we literally had this type of match before, but unless they can do something fast, they will not win this one. Let's see who goes on. Okay, despite losing, Kazuya will play against Endlands in the final. Okay, hold on, check. I gotta check. I'm 90% sure we've had this final before. Hold on, I'm stopping the music for a minute because I have to check. I am 90%. I swear on my life, I'm sure we've had this matchup before. Okay, yeah, we have. We had this matchup in season 10, where Andoria beat Kazuya 5-3. So we're literally having a rematch again. So we literally have had this matchup before. It's a rematch. Let's see if Endlands can win their second title, or will Kazuya beat Endlands and take their revenge? Okay, Kazuya won the nothing right now. Oh, Endlands responds back. Okay, this game ends in a draw, which means they will have to do another game. Okay, I'm not even gonna do predictions. And Kazuya will win this game against Endlands, taking their revenge, winning the title 1-0. That's crazy. Damn, Endlands could have been 2-time champs. That's crazy. Okay, I need to write this down real quick before we go on to the next season. That's crazy. Okay. We really just have to copy and paste this pretty much. That is genuinely crazy. We've had this rematch before, and it wasn't even that long ago. Okay. So Kazuya, aka Izzy's country, beats Endlands 1-0. There we go. Okay. Oh, dang. How far back is my stream? There we go. Kind of crazy that we're 12 games or 12 seasons into this series, and we've only had one 2-time champion, and that was the Shalom Federation. That's honestly crazy, to say the least. But with that, we will back out of here, and now we will go on to... Oh, nope, not that. Now we will go on to the 13th season, because we now have some new teams, chat. We have, first off, we have my mom's country, aka the Union of Love and Hope is one of them. What were some other new countries I added into the season? Actually, I think that was it. Okay, yeah, that was it. So the Union of Love and Hope was the only new country that was added this season. Oh, shoot, I didn't even mean... Oh, gosh dang it, I accidentally pressed skip. Oh, well, we're going to see who wins this one. Okay, Wolf Gold and CWE was a shutout. Wow. Kazuya, the defending champs, lose to the Union of Love to Hope 2-0. Endlands beat Raccoon Empire 1-0. Union of Chaos beats Valmora 2-1. Wow, Paul Macia gets a win. 2-1 against Matrix. Wolves Republic beats Foxglin 2-1. Lizard Confederation beats Boston Federation 2-0, and Honduras beats Westville 3-1. Andoria wins 1-0. Dillon beats Hammer Gear 2-1. Tie between Maya and Freya 1-1, and Wisco Dutch Empire and Maine also 1-1. Okay. Golly Ned. Alright, hold on. I need to look at something, chat. Hold on. Alright, got done looking at what I needed to look at, so now we got the CWE versus Kazuya, aka Izzy's country. Okay, let's see who wins this one. Ooh, Kazuya up 1-0. Okay, the defending champs have beat the CWE 1-0. Ooh! Okay, we got the Union of Love and Hope versus the Republic of Wolf Gold. I love her flag. Bro, I'm so proud of the flag I made for my mom. aka Love Warrior. Damn, Wolf Gold's beating Love 2-0. That's Wolfie, that was kind of unfair, bruh. Did you really need to do that? Okay, we got Endlands versus Valmora. Okay, 1-0 for Valmora. Can Endlands make a response? No, they cannot. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Union of Chaos. Oh, golly Ned, my Everphone is at 1%. Damn, Raccoon Empire beats the Union of Chaos 3-2. Okay, we got Polynesia versus Foxland. Oh, both teams tie. Okay. And that's how the game will end. A 1-1 draw between Foxland and Polynesia. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Wolves Republic. Chat, I am going to get my charger, but while I do that, I am going to sim this game in 3, 2, 1. Oh my days. Alright, chat, I am back, and Matrix absolutely demolishes the Wolves Republic 4-0. That is crazy. Oh boy, we got the rivalry game between Sundoris versus the Protestant Federation. Okay, this one's gonna be a matchup, that's for sure. Okay, Protestant Federation was up 1-0, but Sundoris has tied it 2-1. 3-1. Okay, wow. That's honestly crazy. Okay, now we got Westville versus Lizard Confederation. Okay. Okay, oh my days. Westville demolishes the Lizard Confederation 4-1. Okay, let's see who's gonna win this one. Oh my days, wow. Can Hammer Gear make a response? And no, they cannot. That was a crazy game right there. Okay, we got Dillon versus Andoria. Okay, Andoria is demolishing Dillon right now, 2-0. 3-1, 4-1. Oh my days, that's crazy. Okay, we got Maya versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Damn, Wisco Dutch Empire demolishes Maya 3-0. Okay, we got Maine versus Freya. Sorry, I couldn't think of her name for a minute, chat. Damn, Freya demolishing Maine 2-0. What the actual heck, bruh? Okay, that's kind of crazy. Ooh! Oh my goodness, chat. The first time me and Love ever have a matchup in this game. The CWE versus the Union of Love and Hope. 3, 2, 1, go. Dang. Me and Love had a game where we both drew 1-1. Okay, we got Kazuya, aka Izzy's Country, versus Wolf Gold. Let's see how these two play against each other. Okay, Kazuya will win 1-0 against Wolf Gold. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we got Endlands versus Union of Chaos. Okay, this one will end in a 1-1 draw. Okay, now we got Valmora versus Raccoon Empire. Raccoon Empire 3-0. What the actual heck? Okay, wow. Valmora just decides to score 1 point pretty much at the last second. Okay, now we got Palmatia versus Wolves Republic. Okay, wow, Palmatia's actually scored a point. Up, then there comes. Okay, oh my day, Palmatia scored 2 points, and they actually win. Chat, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but maybe they're finally on a redemption arc. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, we got Matrix versus Foxland. I don't want to jinx Palmatia, but maybe we will see. Okay, right now Foxland is winning against. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. And the game ends between Foxland and Matrix, ends in a 1-1 draw. Okay, we got Wistville versus Protestant Federation. Oh my day. Okay, wow. That's kind of crazy. 2-0 already. Okay, 1-2. Okay, Protestant Federation will win 2-1. Okay, we got Honduras versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, is this one gonna be a game where nobody scores? Never mind. I had to go and say something. Jeez. Honduras will win 2-0 against the Lizard Confederation. Okay, didn't mean to click on that. Okay, right now we got Dylan versus this team, which I'm sorry I cannot pronounce. And the game ends in a 0-0 draw. Next game we got is Hammer Gear versus Andoria. Hammer Gear's up 2-0. Okay, can we stop the knockout games, please? Or shutout games, I mean. 3-0. Okay, no, we cannot, apparently. Okay, we got Maine versus Maya here. Okay, 1-1, 2-1. Okay, Maine will beat Maya 2-1. Okay, we're already almost wrapped up with day 3. Now we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Freya, which Wisco is demolishing Freya at the moment. Okay, now Freya scores 1 point, but won't matter, as she will lose to the Wisco Dutch Empire 2-1. Okay, now we got Union of Love and Hope versus the Chaotic Warriors Empire again. Let's see how this one goes. Damn. Can we stop with the shutout game, please? Love. Okay, at least I scored 1 point, but Love. Bro, was that really necessary? Now we got Kazuya versus Wolf Gold. Bro, was that really necessary, Love? Was that really necessary? Okay, is this really necessary, Wolf Gold? What is it? What is it with these two are allies? Why are they demolishing each other as if they're arch rivals? Okay, Endlands versus Union of Chaos. Bruh, can Wolf Gold and Kazuya not be friends? Not in the football field, I guess. Union of Chaos beats Endlands 3-1. That is kind of crazy. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Valmora. Raccoon Empire will win Valmora 2-0. I'm waiting for the game to wrap up before I say anything. Oh boy, we got Palmatia versus Wolves Republic. I'm not gonna say anything. I would honestly love for a game between Palmatia and Love to happen. That would be pretty cool. Okay, this game ends in a draw with Palmatia and Wolves Republic not scoring any points. Okay, we got Matrix versus Foxland. Oh, Foxland is winning 1-0. Damn, that's how the game will end, with Foxland beating Matrix 1-0. Okay, now we got Wistville versus Protestant Federation. Okay, Protestant Federation. Oh, yeah, never mind. I was about to say. No, wow. Wistville beats Protestant Federation 3-1. I didn't even have time to really say anything. Okay, we got Honduras versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, is guessing this game might be a draw the way it's looking. Never mind. Never mind. Lizard Confederation beats Honduras 2-0. I jinxed them. Should not have said anything, bro. Should not have said anything. Okay, this game will end in a draw. At least we got a draw. I was very anti-draw before, but you know, after those like 5 shutout games before, yeah, I'm not so anti-draw anymore. And Doria's beating Hammer Gear 1-0 right now, and that's how the game will end. Okay, we got Maine versus Maya. Oh my days, Maine! Maine, can you... Wow, this might be one of the worst losses we've ever had. Maine beating Maya 5-1 is legitimately crazy. That is wild. Okay, we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Freya yet again. Okay, that game that we just had might have been one of the worst losses ever in this league by a team. Okay, Freya beats Wisco Dutch Empire 3-1. Okay, now we got Wolf Gold versus CWE. Damn, I'm demolishing Wolf Gold. Never mind, Wolf Gold makes a comeback. What the actual heck? Wow, Wolf Gold scores. Was those points consecutive? No, they were not. Damn, Wolf Gold scored 3 points to make a comeback, winning against the CWE 3-2. Now we got Kazuya versus the Union of Love and Hope. Let's see who wins this one. Okay, looks like it might be Kazuya. Can Love do something? 3-0. Okay, Izzy. Bro, you didn't need to do that to Love. She's fragile. She don't hurt nobody. Love will lose 4-0 against Kazuya. That's kind of crazy. Now we got Raccoon Empire versus Endlands. Raccoon Empire beating Endlands 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. What in the actual world? Can we stop with the shutout game, please? That is actually crazy. We've had 2 games that were ended in a shutout and the other team winning 4-0 consecutively back to back. Now we got Valmora versus Union of Chaos. Oh my days. 2-0. Please no, please no, please no. Okay, thank you. Shoo. Okay, Valmora and Union of Chaos will tie 2-2. Okay, we got Palmatia versus Matrix. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Okay, this one will end in the tie between Matrix and Polynesia 1-1. Now we got Foxland versus Wolves Republic. Okay, these two 1-1 right now. And that's how it'll end. Fine by me. Okay, Lizard Confederation versus Protestant Federation. It's almost like a rhyme when you say the team's names, almost. Okay, wow, Lizard Confederation will beat the Protestant Federation 1-0. Now we got Witsville versus Honduras. Let's see who wins this one. Okay, Witsville is winning 2-0 right now against Honduras. And that's how the game won, too. Okay, Andorra is winning 1-0 right now. Never mind, the game will end in a draw 1-1. What day are we in? I'll have to check after this one. We got Dylan versus Hammer Gear. Okay, this one will end in a 0-0 draw. Okay, we got 2 more games for day 5, and then after that we are on to day 6. Yo, welcome Reverse Steve. Welcome to the stream. Right now, Freya. Oh, never mind. I was about to say Freya was winning 2-0, but 1-0. I mean, but Freya will win against Maya 2-1. Welcome, Reverse Steve. Welcome to the stream. Now we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Maine. How's your day today, Reverse? Sorry I haven't been able to call you lately. My internet was out for a little while, but my internet is finally back now. Oh, and with Maine and Wisco, the game is a draw 0-0. Now we got CWE versus Kazuya. Let's see who wins this one. I need a drink. Okay, Kazuya is winning 1-0, and that's how the game will end. Golly, I couldn't get that open. Okay, we got the Union of Love and Hope versus Wolf Gold. Wolf Gold, please don't do that to Love again. That wasn't very nice of you. And, okay, Wolf Gold did not do that. This time the game ends in a 0-0 draw. Okay, we got Endlands versus Valmora. But yeah, how are you doing, Reverse? Nice to see you in my stream. Okay, we got Valmora versus Endlands, and Endlands will win 2-1. Raccoon Empire versus Union of Chaos. Raccoon Empire, okay, Union of Chaos tied 1-1, 2-1, never mind. 2-2. Wow, okay, wow, Raccoon Empire scores 2 consecutive points, winning the game 3-2 against the Union of Chaos. But now we got Polynesia versus Foxland. Let's go. Right now, Foxland winning against Polynesia 3-1. Oh my day, 4-2. What is happening? I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. Both teams are kind of horrible, but right now they're at the top of the standings. We got Matrix versus Wolves Republic. Nothing much. Just been starting over a new journey and starting back the roleplay series. Sorry, yo, but I've been struggling lately. Hope it gets better. That's alright, Reverse. But thank you. Wolves Republic wins that game 1-0. I forgot who was the other team they're playing. But right now we got Honduras versus the Protestant Federation. These two, as I've said before, they are pretty big rivals in the series. Hopefully your series will work out, Reverse. Right now we got Honduras will win against the Protestant Federation 2-0. Yet another shutout game. Don't we love that? Okay, Witsville versus Lizard Confederation, 2-0 yet again. Don't we love that? I'm being sarcastic, if you couldn't tell. And Wistville will win against the Lizard Confederation 2-0. How many times are we gonna have these shutout games, bruh? Okay, this game with Hammer Gear ends in a draw. We got 3 more games for Game 6, and then after that, it's on to the group stages already. Okay, Andoria and Dylan tie the game 1-1, and that's how it ends. Okay, we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Maya. Maya's up 1-0. Let's see if Wisco can respond. Nope. Wisco will lose 2-0 against Maya. Okay, now we got Maine versus Freya. Okay, let's see who wins this one. Okay, this one will end in a draw 1-1 with both Maine and Freya having ties. But now we will find out who's going to enter into the group stages. So for Group F, it is Maine, Freya, and Wisco. For Group E, it is Andoria and this team right here, which I cannot say. For Group D, it is Wistville, Sandoris, and Lizard Confederation. Yet again, the Protestant Federation did not make it into the postseason. That is crazy. Now we got Foxland, Palmatia, and Wolves Republic for Group C, which Palmatia making the postseason, which hasn't happened in a little while. Good for Palmatia, finally. For Group B, we got Raccoon Empire and Union of Chaos. Damn, that's crazy. Endlands didn't make it this season. And then for Group A, we got Izzy's Country, Wolf Gold, and the Union of Love and Hope, and the CWE, aka My Nation, is knocked out. That is crazy. Did I ever tell you I've owned a... Really? No, you didn't tell me that. How long have you had that cat for? Huh. No, you never told me that. I didn't even know you had a cat. Well, in chat, I need to take a drink real quick, and then we can start up this game. Okay, now that I've finished my drink, we will begin the first postseason game between Kazi and the Wolves Republic. Two to 3 years. Oh, nice. Okay, and this game will end between Wolves Republic and Kazuya with a 0-0 draw. Next game we got is Sunduras versus the Union of Chaos. By the way, for anybody who's tuned into the stream just recently, Kazuya is the defending champs. Okay, with Sunduras and the Union of Chaos game also ending in the draw. This time it's 2-2. Okay, we got Foxland versus Lizard Confederation. Bro, imagine if Kazuya makes it to the final again. That would be kind of crazy. Okay, Lizard Confederation up on Foxland. Oh, never mind. Damn, Foxland. That's crazy. Foxland will win against Lizard Confederation 2-1. Okay, we got Andoria versus Maine. Yo, Reverse, if you want to make your own nation and join the series, just let me know on Discord. Oh my day. Brother, I thought we stopped with the shutouts, bruh. Maine will lose 5-0 against Andoria. That is crazy. Okay, we got the Union of Love and Hope versus the Raccoon Empire. Bruh, I thought we agreed on not the shoutouts, bruh. Oh, Raccoon Empire up 1 point. Can Love make a response? Nope, it's another shutout game 2-0. Can we stop with these, please? Oh! Okay, we've had this matchup before. In the postseason, it was a championship matchup, but now it's a knockout matchup between Palmasia and Wolf Gold. Oh, chat. Okay. I don't even know who's going to win this one. Let's sim. Oh, my days. Can we stop with the shutouts, please? Okay, good. Palmasia scores 1 point, but Wolf Gold wins 2-1. But yeah, reverse. If you want to join the series, just let me know. Okay, now we got Wisville versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Damn, Wisville took forever to score, but they managed to beat Wisco Dutch. Yeah, Wisville. Wisville beats Wisco Dutch Empire 1-0. Let's see how this game goes with Freya. Okay, it looks like. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it ends. Oh, okay. Wow. I was gonna say it ends in a draw. Then it did. Then Freya ends up winning 2-1. Now we got Kazuya versus Wolves Republic. Can the defending champions move on? It's anybody's game right now. Okay, we're going into overtime, and Kazuya will move on, beating the Wolves Republic 2-0. Let's see about Sundoris versus Union of Chaos. The defending champs will move on. And Sundoris might beat the Union of Chaos. Yep, and they do. They beat the Union of Chaos 2-0. Means Sundoris will move on. Let's see if Foxland can move on or if Blizzard Confederation make a comeback. Foxland winning 1-0 right now. 2-0. Bro, I thought we agreed on no more shutouts, but I guess not. Foxland will move on. Now we got Maine versus Andoria. Let's hope Maine doesn't lose that badly again. Okay, good. Maine scored a point. Yeah, well, I don't think Maine's going to be able to move on. And let's see. Yeah, just about as I figured, even though Maine won that game because Andoria won scored more points than Maine in the first game, Andoria will move on. But now we got the Union of Love and Hope versus the Raccoon Empire. Love can still make it if she scores 3 points. Okay, wow. Raccoon Empire will move on after literally scoring 1 point in the last second. Whenever we ever collab together, we can just talk about our lives while I don't the same version of MC. I can do something like your MCs would in World and would talk. Alright, fair enough. Alright, next game. We got Palmasia versus Republic of Wolf Gold. Oh my days, this matchup. This is the best matchup out of the whole tournament, I swear. Let's see who moves on, chat. Let's see who moves on. Ooh, Palmasia winning 1-0. Never mind. Wow, literally the same score as the first round. Sadly for Palmasia, they will be eliminated as Wolf Gold will move on. Now we got Wisville versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Okay, we got Wisville winning 1-0 right now. Never mind, 1-1. And that's how the game will end. And Wisville will move on because of the win they previously had against the first game against Wisco Dutch Empire. Maya can move on if they just don't lose. Well, they did lose. Let's see. Yep, I figured if they got shut out, I figured they weren't going to make it to the next round. Now we got Condorus versus Sundoris. Or Kazi, I mean. Okay, Sundoris is up. Never mind. Bro, I didn't even get to say much. Okay, Kazuya will win that game 1-0 against Sundoris. Now we got Foxland versus Andoria. Damn, Foxland. Okay, Foxland. Foxland will win that game against Andoria 2-0. We are now into the second round of knockout stages. Raccoon Empire versus Wolf Gold. Damn, Wolf Gold's giving them a shutout too, apparently. Raccoon Empire will lose 2-0 against Wolf Gold. Okay, Westville right now is winning 2-0. Can we stop with the shutout game, please? Okay, thank you. Okay, at least the other team didn't get shut out. Okay, we got Kazuya versus Honduras. Oh. Uh-oh. The defending champs might be in a little bit of trouble. They might be, we'll see. Okay. The game went into overtime, and because of that win, Kazuya will move on to the next round. Now we got Foxland versus Andoria. Did you know I'm 21 years old, dog? No, I did not know that. Okay, we got Foxland winning 2-0 against Andoria. Again, can we stop with the shoutouts, please? And Foxland will move on to play against Kazuya. Oof. Well, that's a matchup. Would have been better if it was Foxland and Wolf Gold, but still a good matchup either way. Okay, Wolf Gold versus Raccoon Empire. Let's see who can win this one. If nobody wins here, which nobody does, Wolf Gold will move on. This team right here, they can move on if they score more points than they did in the other game, but it doesn't look like they will so far. Okay, Westville just tied it. Okay, never mind. Westville wins 2-0. And Westville will play against Wolf Gold in the semifinal. Or, not the semifinal. No, it's the semifinal. Okay, never mind. Okay, we got Kazuya versus Foxland. Let's see if the defending champs can go all the way. Okay, Kazuya right now is winning 1-0 against Foxland. Okay, they have won the first game against Foxland. Wolf Gold versus Westville. Wolf Gold won 2-0, but we still got one more game to play. But first, we got settled between Foxland versus Kazuya. Ooh, can Kazuya go to the championship again? If so, that would be crazy. And Kazuya will move on to the final because of that win against Foxland. Let's see who gets to play them in the final. It's either going to be Wolf Gold or Westville. Okay, this championship gonna be crazy. And it looks like... Okay, hold on. Oh my... Wow. Wolf Gold barely beats Westville in an overtime game 6-5. Oh my days. Okay. We got Kazuya, the defending champs, versus Wolf Gold. Whichever team here will earn their second championship, first time being since Shalom, and if Kazuya wins the championship, it'll be the first time a team has won 2 consecutive championships since the Shalom Federation. Either way, these teams are going for their second title. Prediction says Kazuya will win 32%, Wolf Gold will win 33%. Oh boy, chat, this is going to be a crazy game. 3, 2, 1. Oh my days. Wow, what a crazy matchup already. First game will end 4-3. Let's see, is there one more game or was that it? Nope, that was it. And Kazuya will win their second consecutive championship since the Shalom Federation. Wow, what an achievement. That's actually crazy. Wow. So we have another 2-time champions. That's crazy. Okay, let me put this in the chat before we move on. Why is my stream so far behind, by the way, bruh? Okay. Hold on, chat. I just gotta write this down in my thing. These games have been genuinely crazy so far. Okay, so Kazuya and Shalom are now tied for having 2 championships, and Kazuya ties Shalom, being the only other team to win 2 consecutive championships in a row. That is absolutely insane. But now we will move on to the next season. Oh, nope. What season was that? 14? I need to check. I don't know if that was... it was 13. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's see how the next season goes. There we go. Let's just restart. There we go. Alright. Okay. We got Wolf Gold versus CWE. Let's see who wins this one. Okay, CWE will beat Wolf Gold 1-2. We got the defending champs in Kazuya versus the Union of Love and Hope. Let's go. Damn! Okay, Love, that's crazy. Love beats Kazuya 2-0. Okay, we got Endlands versus Raccoon Empire. I'm streaming also. Yeah, I saw Matrix. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Endlands. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Matrix. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this game ends in a 0-0 draw. Okay, we got Union of Chaos versus Valmora. Matrix, I'll come check out your stream if by the time I'm done streaming and you're still streaming, I'll come and chat and say hi. Okay, right now, oh my days, this game has been crazy. What the actual... Wow. Okay, Union of Chaos beats Valmora 4-2. That was honestly a crazy game. Oh, and speaking of Matrix, we got the Kingdom Matrix versus Proston Federation. And let's go. And this game will end in a 0-0 draw. Okay, Lizard Confederation versus Foxwood. Let's go. Okay, Foxwood will win that game against the Lizard Confederation 1-0. Chat, I'm so sorry. I cannot say this team's name. I actually wasn't the one that came up with it. Wolfie was the one that came up with it. Okay, Wistville will win 1-0. Okay, we got Dylan versus Hammer Gear. Okay, Hammer Gear will win 1-0. Oh boy, we got Palmasia versus Wolves Republic. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, Palmasia will win that game against Wolves Republic 1-0. The redemption arc might finally be here for Palmasia. We will see. Palmasia might finally be laying the groundwork for becoming a solid team. We'll see. Okay, Andoria and Astral will tie this game 1-1. Okay, we got Sundoris versus Maya. Okay, wow, Sundoris and Maya drew this game 2-2. Now we got Maine versus Westville. Okay, Maine will win that one 1-0. Okay, we got Kazuya versus CWE. Let's go. Okay, this game will end between me and Kazuya in a draw. Now we got Wolf Gold versus the Union of Love and Hope. Okay, why does Wolf Gold gotta be doing this to Love? Bro, Wolfie is Brad Olas. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Velmora. Okay, Velmora beats Endlands 2-0. Okay, we got Raccoon Empire versus Union of Chaos. Raccoon Empire will beat the Union of Chaos 2-1. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Foxland. Right now the game was tied, but Matrix ended up winning against Foxland 2-1. Protestant Federation versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, now we got Lizard Confederation winning against Protestant Federation 3-1. That's kind of crazy. Okay, Hammer Gear will win this game 2-1. Okay, now we got Westville versus Dylan. Okay, Westville will lose to Dylan 2-1. Okay, now we got Andoria versus Wolves Republic. Oh my days, wow, Andoria just shut out Wolves Republic 3-0. Okay, now we got Palmasia versus Astral. Let's see who wins this one. Palmasia is winning right now 2-0. Wow, Palmasia is genuinely laying the groundwork for becoming a good team. Palmasia has had 2 wins so far. That rarely ever happens. Okay, we got Maya versus Maine. Okay, Maya will win this game against Maine 2-1. Now we got Sundoris versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Oh my days! Bruh, Sundoris, you did not need to do that, my guy. Okay. Wisco Dutch Empire will lose to Sundoris 3-1. Okay, now we have me versus Love. Okay, let's see who wins this match. Dang, GG to Love. Love will win in the 88th minute against the CWE 1-0. Now we got Kazuya versus Wolf Gold. Damn, Kazuya is shutting out Wolf Gold 2-0. I swear these two have a rivalry or something. And Kazuya will beat Wolf Gold 2-0. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Union of Chaos. Union of Chaos will beat Endlands 1-0. There we go. Valmora is winning against Raccoon Empire 2-0, and it's only been 50 seconds into the game. Okay, never mind. Raccoon Empire will come back and tie the game 2-2. That's how the game will end. That's crazy. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Lizard Confederation. Pardon me. Pardon me again, jeez. And Matrix will win this game 1-0 against the Lizard Confederation. Chat, I am so sorry for my burps. Also, by the way, the nations in the thumbnail are the nations that are hosting it. So the first season we had, which was season 12, was hosted in Freya. The second season, which was season 13, was hosted in Maine, and now this season is being hosted in Love. Okay, and now with that, we will get into the next game between Foxland and Boston Federation. Okay, game ends in a draw between these two, 1-1. Okay, now we got Dylan versus this team, which I sadly still cannot say. Okay, wow, and Dylan will lose 2-0. That's crazy. Bro, these shutout games are driving me mad. Okay, now we got Wistville versus Hammer Gear. Let's go. Oh my days, Wistville is losing 4-1 is crazy. Wowzers. Okay, now we got Wolves Republic versus Astral. Okay, Astral will beat the Wolves Republic 2-1 or 2-0. Okay, now we got Palmasia versus Andoria. Okay, Andoria is now crushing Palmasia 2-0. Oh my days. Okay, now we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Kingdom of Maya. Okay, wow. Maya manages to score a second point tie in the game in the last couple of seconds, making the game between Wisco Dutch Empire and Maya end in a 2-2 draw. Now we got Maine versus Honduras. Okay, this game will end in a 0-0 draw. Okay, now we're on to game 4. CWE versus the Union of Love and Hope. Okay, wow, I'm winning 1-0 already. Damn. Bro, please don't demolish Love. There we go, Love gets a point. Okay, the game between CWE and Love will end in a draw. Actually, Oh, Love is first in Group A standings. Nice, let's go. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus Kazuya. Okay, and this game will end in a 0-0 draw. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Union of Chaos. Okay, Endlands will win against the Union of Chaos 1-0. Okay, now we got Raccoon Empire versus Valmora. Actually, after this game, I'm gonna sim past these games. Okay, Valmora's winning against Raccoon Empire right now, 2-0. Alright, what day are we on? We're on day 4. I'm gonna sim all the way to game 6. So I'm just gonna skip, and then I'll come back, show you guys the score. You can look at them, and then we'll go on to game 6 to wrap it up for this season. Okay, let's see. So, how did the games... Alright, chat, we are back. Sorry about that. I don't know why the stream just randomly decided to disconnect. And I ended up accidentally skipping all of the games for game 6, so we will be automatically going on to the next round. Let's see. What season were we in again? I forgot. I think we were in 14, correct? Just need to make sure. Okay. Oh yeah, we were. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure. Alright, so here are all the teams that will be making it to the postseason. We got the Union of Hope, Union of Love and Hope. Oh wow, the defending champions in Kazi will not make it to the postseason. Will be at the bottom of the group stage. That's crazy. You know what? I'm just gonna let you guys look. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say wait, where's Palmatia? But Palmatia's right here. Okay. Alright, there's all the games. Oh boy, we got me versus Love already. All my days. All my days, chat. Okay. Alright, right now I'm winning against Love 1-1. Oh, never mind, 1-1. And Love will beat me the first game 2-1. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Hammer Gear. There we go. And Endlands will win against Hammer Gear 1-0. Alright, and Matrix will win against the Union of Chaos 1-0 as well. Oh boy, we got Palmatia versus the Wisco Dutch Empire. Let's go. Oh my days, I'm so nervous for Palmatia. Second consecutive time they're in the postseason. Okay, and game ends in a draw 1-1. Okay, we got Pross and Federation versus Valmora. Bro, that'd be crazy if Palmatia wins the title, because I literally had just made, not even that long ago, Palmatia being the worst team in the league. Or not a video, a short, I mean. Okay, now we got Wolf Gold versus Lizard Confederation. Let's go. And Lizard Confederation will beat Wolf Gold 1-0. Now we got Dylan versus this team. I cannot say. And this game will end in a 2-2 draw. Now we got Sundoris versus Endoria. Let's see who will win this one. This game will end in a draw between Endoria and Sundoris. Okay, now we got me versus Love again. Oh man, I don't know. I want Love to move on, but I want my character to move on as well. So this game's kind of hard. Alright, let's see. And the game ends in a 0-0 draw, which means Love will move on into the round of 16. Yo, way to go, Love. Clap it up, chat. Second ever season, she's already into the round of 16. First season, she was in the round of 32. And Endlands will lose to Hammer Gear 2-0, which means they will move on. Okay, Union of Chaos is winning against Matrix 1-0 right now, 2-0. Okay, and Union of Chaos moves on. Let's see about Palmatia versus Wisco Dutch Empire. Palmatia's already got point, but so does Wisco. But Palmatia makes another point. Oh my days, the game ends in a free draw. So Palmatia moves on because... Wait, how did Palmatia move on? I don't know, but according to the game, Palmatia will be the one to move on. I'm not questioning. Okay, we got Protestant Federation versus Velmora. Okay, this game ends in a 0-0 draw. Who moves on? Apparently, it's the Protestant Federation. Again, I won't question. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus Lizard Confederation. Protestant Federation, Lizard Confederation really do rhyme. Oh, Lizard Confederation's got 1 point. Who moves on? It is the Lizard Confederation. Makes sense. They did beat Wolf Gold in both their games. Oh my days, who's gonna win out of these two? And it's gonna be Dylan who moves on. Let's go. Now we got Sundoris versus Andoria. Okay, Sundoris is winning 2-0. 3-0, and they will move on to the round of 16. Okay, we got the Union of Love and Hope versus Hammer Gear. Oh, come on, love. Come on, love. Come on, love. Come on, please, love. Please, love. You can do this. Beat them, commies. Okay, the game will end in the 0-0 draw. Now we got Palmatia versus Hammer Gear. Bro, I want love to move on, please. Okay, right now the game is a 0-0 draw right now between Palmatia and Union of Chaos, and that's how it ended. It's another draw. Okay, Protestant Federation versus Lizard Confederation. Oh, wait, no. Lizard Confederation and Protestant Federation. Jeez, I messed that up. And the PF will win against the Lizard Confederation 1-0. Now we got Sundoris versus Dylan. Okay, I'm sorry, chat. I really want love to move on. She's my mom. I gotta root for her. And Sundoris will beat Dylan 2-1. Please, love. Please, love. Please. I really want you to move on. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on. No! Okay, there we go, there we go. No, come on, come on. Damn. And Love will not move on, as Hammer Gear will beat the Union of Love and Hope, moving on to the next round. Now we got Palmatia versus the Union of Chaos. Union of Chaos is winning 1-0, but Palmatia scores right back. And the game ends in a draw. Who moves on? The Union of Chaos, apparently, because of the... Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I do not know how this game works when it comes to that. I don't know. Maybe because the Union of Chaos scored first. Either way, the Union of Chaos moves on and Palmatia is eliminated. Man, their championship hopes were looking good, too, to be honest. Lizard Confederation will beat Protestant Federation 3-0. Okay, we got Sundoris versus Dylan now. Okay, and Sundoris will beat Dylan 2-0. Now we got Hammer Gear versus Union of Chaos. Man, I really wanted to see love here. Hammer Gear is winning against the Union of Chaos 2-0 right now. That's how that game will end. Let's see about Sundoris versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, game is tied between these two, and that's how it will end. Okay, let's see who moves on to the championship game. Will it be Hammer Gear or Union of Chaos? Bro, I low-key blame myself for jinxing love, to be honest. Okay, Hammer Gear is winning 1-0 right now, and that's how it will end, meaning Hammer Gear will move on to the championship game. And Sundoris will now be playing Lizard Confederation. Let's see who plays the Hammer Gear in the championship. And this game will end in a draw, and it will be Sundoris who moves on. Okay, now we got Sundoris versus Hammer Gear for the championship. Prediction says 38% for Hammer Gear, 22% for Sundoris. Let's see. Okay, both teams have draw. Hammer Gear is winning 2-1 right now. And Hammer Gear will be the one to win the championship. Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. There's one more game we gotta do. Sundoris still has a chance, but they have to beat Hammer Gear at least 3-1. Which they will not do, which means Hammer Gear will win the championship. Okay, wow. Alright, let me put that in my notes real quickly, and then we will get to the final season of the stream. Okay. Okay, let me get my note open. Alright, so for season 14... Okay. Hammer Gear beats. There we go. Here's that. There we go. Alright, chat. Let's see. Season reset. Let me make sure that no new... Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and go into... Okay. Season 15. Okay. Let's see. Oh, gosh dang it. I'm at YouTube. There we go. Okay, Season 15. Now we got CWE versus Republic of Wolf Gold. Let's go. Okay, Wolf Gold will win against the CWE 1-0. Okay, we got Cosnia versus Maya this time. Maya winning right now 1-0. Nope, never mind. Oh, okay, never mind. Maya. Oh, never mind. The game ends in a draw 2-2. Okay, now we got Endlands versus Raccoon Empire. Damn, Raccoon Empire is demolishing Endlands 4-1. That is crazy. Okay, now we got Valmora versus Raccoon Empire. Not Raccoon Empire, jeez. Union of Chaos. Golly Ned. Valmora will most likely win this game. Yep, 2-1. Okay, we got Palmatia versus the Union of Love and Hope. Oh boy. Let's see how this one goes. Damn, Love will lose to Palmatia 2-0. That's crazy. I think Palmatia's finally on their redemption arc, finally. It took them long enough. Okay, right now, Maine is beating Wolves Republic 2-1, and that's how the game will end. Okay, now we got, oh yeah, Frost Empire returned. I forgot about Frost. Okay, we got Wistville versus Frost Empire, another main rivalry of the series. Yeah, because Frost Empire was suspended for quite a few seasons. I forgot about that. Then their economy, I think, took a bit of a dumpster, I think, according to my notes. But Frost Empire will beat Wistville 1-0. Now we got Sundoris versus Endria. Endaria. Yeah, Endaria, I mean. Oh, Sundoris was winning. Oh, wow. Sundoris was winning 2-0, but then Andaria answered 3 points, making the game now 3-2, and Andaria will get the win. That's crazy. Okay, we got Matrix versus Foxland. Okay, Matrix is winning against Foxland 2-0. That's crazy. Now, oh, never mind. Foxland scored 1 point, making the game 2-1, but Matrix still with the dub. Now we got Protestant Federation versus Lizard Lizard Confederation. Okay, yeah. Lizard Confederation winning 1-0, and that's how the game will end. Okay, now we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Dylan. Oh man, we got 3 people watching right now. Welcome everybody to the stream who's watching. Okay, Wisco Dutch Empire will win this game 1-0. Okay, now we got Hammer Gears, the defending champs, taking on Astral. I feel like Astral been kind of mid, to be honest, when it comes to these seasons. And this game will end in a draw. Okay, now we got CWE versus Maya. Damn, CWE 1-0 right now, and that's how the game will end, too. Okay, now we got Wolf Gold versus Kazuya. Oh, never mind, now it's down to 2 people. Still, oh my days! Wolf Gold was demolishing them 3-1, but Kazuya manages to score 1 point, making the game end 3-2, but Wolf Gold still with the win. Now we got Velmora versus Endlands. Okay, Endlands will beat Velmora 3-0. Okay, what is it with these shutout games? I swear. Okay, Union of Chaos versus Raccoon Empire. That's how this game will end. Now we got Polymasia versus Wolves Republic. Let me get to game 3. I'm going to sim game 3 and 4 and then do game 5 and 6. Polymasia will beat Wolves Republic 2-0. Okay, we got, Union of Love and Hope versus Maine. Ooh, good matchup. Love is winning right now 1-0. Man, I hope Love does better in this season. 2-0. Let's go, Love. And Love will beat Maine 2-0. Now we got Wistville versus Sundoris. Okay, that game's done. Now we got Frost versus Andaria. Okay, we got Frost right now, who just won against Andaria 2-0. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Protestant Federation. Protestant Federation up 1-0 right now, 2-0 right now. And that's how the game will end, too. Now we got Foxland versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, that game is a tie between Foxland and Lizard Confederation. Now we got Hammer Gears, the defending champs, versus Wisco Dutch Empire. The game ends in a draw, but we got one more. We got Astral versus Dylan. Okay, that game ends in a draw. We are going to sim this and this as well. Actually, we'll skip to day 6. Okay, let's see. Yep, okay, here's all the matchups for game 4. Damn, Love beat Wolves Republic 2-1 is crazy. Or 3-2, I mean. Palmation drawing with Maine 1-1 is kind of crazy. Okay, what about game? Oh, wow. CWE beats Wolf Gold 3-2. Palmation Love drawing 2-2. Okay, and here's all the matchups for Game 6. I want to see... Okay, Palmation and Love are first and second. Okay, but with that, we are going on to the game between CWE versus Maya. Okay, Maya beats CWE 1-0. Okay, now we got Kazuya versus Wolf Gold. Okay, Wolf Gold is winning right now 2-0, and that's how the game will end. Now we got Endlands versus Valmora. Jeez, I couldn't think of their name for a second. 1-1. Both teams tied. Never mind, Endlands has now won against Valmora 2-1. Now we got Raccoon Empire versus Wisco, or not Wisco, Union of Chaos. Oh, jeez, going ahead, set that back down to there. Okay, right now Union of Chaos is winning against the Raccoon Empire 2-0. Never mind, 1-0, 2-0, or 2-2. I mean, that's how the game will end with Raccoon Empire and Union of Chaos drawing 2-2. Now we got Palmasia versus Wolves Republic. Let's go. Damn, Palmasia is absolutely demolishing the Wolves Republic, beating them 2-0. Now we got Love versus Maine. Damn, Love's beating Maine 2-0. That's crazy. Okay, Whistville, Kingdom of Whistville versus Sundoris. Let's go. Damn, okay, what is it with these shutout games again, bruh? 3-1 is crazy. It was 2-0, but finally Sundoris managed to score. Now we got Frost Empire versus Andoria. Okay, and that game between Frost and Andoria ends in a draw. Okay, now we got, is this the last matchup? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Frost and Federation. Damn, Matrix is demolishing the PF 3-0 right now. 4-0, that is crazy. Okay, now we got Foxwind versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, and Lizard Confederation will beat Foxland 2-0. Now we got Hammer Gear versus Wisco Dutch Empire. And this game will end in a draw between these two. Now we got... Is this the last... Yep, it's the last game. We got Dylan versus Astral. Let's see who can win this one. Both teams are tied right now, 1-1. Astral winning 2-1. And that's how the game will end, too. Okay, let's see who makes it to the postseason. Okay, Group F, we got Wisco Dutch Empire, Astral, and Hammer Gear, the defending champs. Then we got Matrix, Lizard Confederation, and Boston Federation. Foxland is eliminated. We got, the two rivals, Wisville versus Frost out of Group D. And then for Group C, we got Palmasia versus the Union of Love and Hope. And then we got for Group B, Endlands, Raccoon Empire, and Union of Chaos. And then for Group A, we got Wolf Gold, CWE, and Maya. Man, Kazuya being eliminated again. Dang, bruh. Alright, let's see how these teams do. Now we got Wolf Gold versus Maya. Let's go. Okay, Wolf Gold has won against Maya 3-0. Wow, the last second point game, too. Okay, now we got Wistville versus Raccoon Empire. Damn, Wolf Gold scoring the last third point against Maya in the last second is crazy. Still another shutout game, but Westville just won against Raccoon Empire 2-1. Now we got Palmatia versus Union of Chaos right now, and the game is tied 0-0. Never mind, Palmatia's up 1-0, 2-0. And that's how the game went. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Astral. If you guys watched the latest episode of Nations of Chaos, you know these two don't like each other very much. Okay, Matrix was demolishing Astral, but Astral manages to score 1 point. Now the game is tied. Never mind, it's 4-2. That's how the game won, too. Matrix winning 4-2. Wow. Now we got Endlands versus Protestant Federation. Okay, that game ends in a draw. Okay, now we got CWE versus Union of Love and Hope. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of want Love to beat my character, to be honest. Oh, gosh dang it. I shouldn't have said anything. And CWE will beat the Union of Love and Hope 1-0. Now we got Hammer Gear, the defending champions, versus Frost Empire. Okay, Hammer Gear winning 1-0 right now. Oh, never mind. It was a draw 1-1. Now we got Wisco Dutch Empire versus Lizard Confederation. Okay, Lizard Confederation winning 2-0 right now. Oh, never mind. And Lizard Confederation beat the Wisco Dutch Empire 2-1. I mean, blah, blah, blah. Now we got Wolf Gold versus Maya again. Okay, Maya's up 1-0. I don't think it will be enough. No, it is not. Wolf Gold will move on. Now we got Westville versus Raccoon Empire. And the game ends in a draw, but Westville will move on because of the game they won here. Now we got Palmatia versus Union of Chaos. Oh boy, let's go. Uh-oh. Palmatia might be in trouble if they don't... If Union... Okay, Palmatia might be in a little bit of trouble. Palmatia might be in actual trouble. All my days, and they are eliminated because they lost 3-0. Wow. Palmatia had choked it. Bruh. Palmatia actually choked the game away. No way. That is crazy. Okay, now we got Matrix versus Astral. That's crazy that Palmatia would choke the game away and lose 3-0 like Matrix just did. That's crazy. But even though Matrix lost 3-0... Oh, wait, yeah. Actually, never mind. Astral moves on because Matrix lost 3-0. Wow, so both Matrix and Palmatia literally choked and threw the championship game right out the window. And looks like Protestant Federation will move on if Endlands does not do anything, which they will not. Okay, now we got the Union of Love and Hope versus CWE. I don't even want to look at predictions, to be honest. If Love doesn't score here, she'll be eliminated. And she doesn't. CWE moves on to the round of 16. Now we got Frost versus Hammer Gear. Can the defending champions make another run, or will their run end here? It looks like their run might end here. No, it may not. And Frost Empire will win the game off of penalties, meaning they move on, winning 5-3. Lizard Confederation will now be playing Wisco Dutch Empire. Wisco Dutch Empire winning 3-2 right now. We are going into OT. And Lizard Confederation will beat the Wisco Dutch Empire into penalties going into the quarterfinals. That's crazy. Okay, now we got Wolf Gold versus Westville. Okay, Wolf Gold won that game 1-0. Let's see about Union of Chaos versus Astral. And Union of Chaos will be Astral 1-0. What is it with these games? KCWE versus Proston Federation. If it's another 1-0 game, I swear it's gonna be another 1-0 game. It's another 1-0 game. What is it with the games? Okay, it's the third consecutive 1-0 game in a row. Okay, now we got Frost Empire versus Lizard Confederation. What is happening? Okay, there's another 1-0 game. Please score. Oh my day. Okay, there we go. Oh my days, it's a shutout. Oh my days, it's a shutout. Lizard Confederation beating Frost Empire 4-0. That is crazy. All right, with Wolf Gold versus Wistville. Oh my days, it's another 1-0 game again. And the game tied. Who moves on? Wolf Gold. I figured as much because of that 1-0 win. Now we got Astral versus Union of Chaos. Union of Chaos 1-0. Never mind. Astral 1-1. At least this game's a tie. 2-1. 3-1. And Union of Chaos will move on. Now we got CWE versus Protestant Federation again. Bro, I kind of want my character to win this game. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, Protestant Federation makes a response. Who's going to win this time? It's a draw. Who moves on? Protestant Federation. I figured. Okay, now we've got... Oh, my day. Lizard Confederation, can you chill? Damn, already beating Frost Empire 3-1 is crazy. And that's how the game will end, too. Now they'll face... Now they'll face the nation that gave them independence. But first, we gotta sell between Wolf Gold and Union of Chaos. Union of Chaos is winning right now 2-1, and that's how that game will end. Okay, now we got Lizard Confederation versus Protestant Union. Okay, Protestant Federation winning 1-0, and that's how that game will end. Okay, we got Wolf Gold versus Union of Chaos. Will we have a new champion? Or will Wolf Gold win their second title? It all depends on this. And Wolf Gold will not move on to the championship game as the Union of Chaos moves on to the championship game. They'll either play the Protestant Federation or Lizard Confederation. Let's see now. Damn, Lizard Confederation getting a little demolished. 2-1. 2-2. And the Protestant Federation will move on to the championship game. To the championship game, we got the Protestant Federation versus the Union of Chaos. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, will that be the... Yep, that's the final championship game. Protestant Federation wins the championship 2-0. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. How long are we into the stream for? Part of me kind of wants to go for one more, to be honest. One more season, maybe. Let's see. Oh, no, not that. I don't know. We'll see in a second. PF beats Union of Chaos 2-0. Okay, then we're gonna put PF win. The Protestant Federation finally wins their first championship, and they do it even before Palmasia does, which is crazy. Okay, season 15. One, two, three. So this will be the 4th season of the stream. Season 15. Alrighty then. Wow. We've had some pretty good games so far. But you know what? Let's see. We're in 2 hours into the stream. Reset competition. Is there any new nations that, 15th season, 16th season? I know this was for part. Is there anybody new here? Let's see. You know what? I think... Technically, I've already done 4... Hold on. Let me see real quick. Let me look at my thing. If I've done 4, then I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. If not, then we're in part 4. Right, okay. Part 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, technically that would mean we're in... Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to wrap up this stream right here. Yeah, I think that'll be... Ouch! I think that'll be where we wrap it up for today's stream. Okay, hold on. Okay. Give me a moment, chat. Well, anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed today's stream, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This stream has definitely been exciting, to say the least. That's for dang sure. It's been pretty fun, too. But if you guys have enjoyed, like I said, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. We are almost at 800 subscribers, so I would really appreciate if we can hit that mark. But, anyways, guys, this will be all from me. I might not do the next stream until, at least for part 5, till maybe after episode 8 comes out for Nations of Chaos is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure yet. I'll make a community post if I change my mind on that. But for now, that will be it for the stream. And I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of your day. But anyways, with that, this has been Dog Warrior 1010 signing off on yet another stream. Also, I have, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Where is it at? If I can find the flippin' thing. Okay. I now have an end stream background as well, as you guys can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and, now that I've done the outro, I'm going to go ahead and let this play for a couple of minutes. Then after that, I will officially end the stream. Anyways, like I said, this has been Dog Warrior 1010. I hope you have enjoyed today's stream. Even though I've not hit 800 yet, I'll already like to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribed to the channel and who has been supporting me so far. I really do appreciate it. I've been on YouTube since 2017, which is honestly crazy. And the fact that I'm even almost at 800 subscribers is really crazy. I would have never thought that, like, I don't know, like 13-year-old me never would have thought that I would be here right now. But here I am, and I'm so grateful to everybody who subscribed to this channel. I really hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Like I said, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Dog Warrior 1010, and with that, peace out, everybody. Enjoy the end of stream music. And hold on, let me get my thing set up. We will begin the end stream music in 3, 2, 1, go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. We'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Waste what's left. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we are going, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.